Savannah had never imagined her birthday would turn into the very stage where years of silence, resentment, and emotional wreckage would finally collide. Yet, the moment her voice wavered and she whispered, "Mom, I want Dad there," Janelle felt the world beneath her shift, knowing instantly that the day would unravel in ways she had not prepared for. The early morning light drifted across Flagstaff with a gentleness that felt almost apologetic, though the sun itself was attempting to soothe what had weighed upon this family for far too long. With a warm cup of coffee in hand, Janelle stepped out into the brisk air, watching her breath fog like ghosts of the past still hanging around them. Today was meant to be simple, a birthday party. A gathering in the garden, some food, balloons, soft laughter, but the truth pressed under her ribs like an ache she couldn't shake, because nothing involving the Browns had been simple for years. She walked slowly across the garden, straightening decorations, adjusting ribbons, smoothing tablecloths as though keeping them perfect might give her the illusion of control. Her daughter was turning 18, an age meant to signal hope, independence. A bright beginning, not a milestone, overshadowed by fractured relationships, broken promises, and the aftermath of choices that had cut too deeply. But Janelle could not rewrite the past, not the explosive arguments, not the wounds left from the pandemic, not the nights she had stood outside her daughter's room listening to muffled sobs she could not mend. She whispered to herself that today must be peaceful. But even she knew peace came with conditions, the largest being that Kody was not meant to be part of the day. That was true until Savannah turned from the mirror to mature for her years and asked with quiet devastation, "You didn't invite him, did you?" The question pierced Janelle more sharply than expected, because Savannah's pain was not dramatic or angry, it was simply sad, heartbreakingly sad, and that sadness made everything infinitely more complicated. When Savannah admitted she couldn't be happy without him there, Janelle felt inevitability settle over her like a heavy blanket and reluctantly made the call. Kody's voice, cheerful and performative, carried guilt buried under bravado as he agreed to come, completely unaware of the storm gathering without him. The house filled with chatter as Christine arrived first, bringing warmth, gifts, and a nostalgic sense of what the family once believed they could be. One by one, the others followed. Truly, Mike LT, Logan, Michelle, Aspen, each wearing the same expression, trying to make the day light, trying to keep old wounds from spilling over. But the absence of Robin spoke louder than any words. And Kody remained the unpredictable variable that left tension coiled in the air like a crack waiting to split. The moment Kody's truck crunched over the gravel, conversations dipped. Shoulders stiffened and the atmosphere constricted. He stepped out, dressed too neatly, smiling too broadly, the smile of a man desperate to appear like the hero, returning home rather than the source of so much distance. And as he walked into the garden with a rehearsed casual wave, no one waved back. Savannah greeted him quietly, and for a brief second the hug looked genuine. But the instant he let go, he scanned the crowd as if waiting for validation he no longer had. Christine's voice was sharp when she greeted him. Logan's politeness carried coldness. Michael T. rolled her eyes and truly muttered that he never missed Robin's children's birthdays, a truth that cut deeper than any insult. As more voices joined, the air thickened with unspoken history until Savannah, gentle yet trembling, begged them to behave. And everyone tried for her sake. For a while, it almost resembled old times. Food passed around, children laughing, conversations softening. But beneath it all was a fragile veneer ready to crack. Kody sat alone, watching a family that had learned to live, laugh and support one another without him, his gaze flickering between regret, envy, and the dawning realization that he was the outsider now. But the calm shattered when Michael T. tapped her glass and announced that Savannah wanted to speak. All eyes turned as Savannah stepped forward, hands trembling, and removed a folded, worn letter from her pocket. A letter written by Garrison, meant to be read only when the family was together. Gasps rippled through the garden. Kody froze, and the entire world seemed to hold its breath. As Savannah began reading, Every word from Garrison sliced through the air with devastating truth. How rare family unity had become. How exhausted he was from pretending everything was normal. How he was tired of watching those he loved suffer while the person responsible walked away unburdened. Kody stiffened when the letter addressed him directly, accusing him, not with hatred, but with heartbreaking honesty, of only seeing the children who made him feel like a hero, of abandoning his family long before they stopped seeking him out. Tears fell freely, even from those who tried to hide them. Savannah's voice cracked as she read Garrison's plea for honesty over excuses, for truth over silence, and finally, the ominous final line about an envelope he had given their mom. Before anyone could fully process the words, a faint gasp escaped Kody, prompting Christine to turn on him with suspicion. Kody's trembling denial unraveled quickly, his voice quivering as he insisted he had seen something but dismissed it as unimportant. Fury erupted. Logan demanded answers. Christine accused him of stealing from Garrison. Savannah begged to know why her father would hide something meant for the family. Under pressure, Kody stammered that he had found something in the old office months ago but hadn't believed it mattered. The garden buzzed with shock and outrage before Janelle, voice cutting through the chaos, demanded to know where the envelope was. Kody's panicked confession that he no longer knew detonated like a bomb. Janelle raced into the house, the entire family thundering behind her. Emotions boiling over as they crowded into the narrow hallway and old office. Dusty boxes surrounded them, relics of memories long abandoned. And as Janelle knelt and dug through the clutter, her shaking hands finally uncovered a wooden keepsake box. Inside lay the envelope, untouched, fragile, heartbreakingly small, with Garrison's handwriting unmistakable across its front. Gasps filled the room as she lifted it, eyes wet, breath shuddering, and everyone gathered around, frozen in anticipation. The air electric with fear, grief, and the weight of everything left unsaid. And then, slicing through the silence like a blade, came the quiet click of a phone camera. Every head snapped towards the hallway where Robin stood, pale, wide-eyed, breath uneven. Her phone raised and trembling as she stared at the envelope. At Janelle's shaking hands, at Kody's stunned expression, and at an entire family looking at her as though they had just caught a ghost stepping out of the shadows. A ghost who should never have been there, yet had arrived at the very moment the truth was no longer something anyone could hide. Anyone could hide. Christine is the first to break the silence. "Robin," she says slowly, her voice dangerously calm. "Why are you here?" Robin lowers her phone just slightly, her lip trembling. I only came to drop something off." "No, you didn't," Michael T. snaps. "You were listening." Robin's eyes widen with false shock, but the tremble in her hands betrays her. "No, I wasn't. Janelle cuts in sharply, adrenaline in her voice. "Were you recording us?" Robin flinches as every head turns towards the glowing phone in her hand. The screen's still open on a recording, the red dot blinking like a warning beacon. A collective gasp fills the hallway. Kody's face drains of color as he steps towards her. "Robin, what are you doing?" She bursts into tears. "I just wanted to protect us. Everyone was yelling, everyone was attacking you. I didn't know what they'd say. I didn't know what they'd twist." Christine's eyes burn with fury. "Are you serious? You came into this house on Savannah's birthday and recorded a private family moment." "No," Robin insists, but her cracking voice gives her away. Truly whispers to Christine, frightened. Why would she do that? Why would she need a recording? Christine pulls her close, her maternal instinct flaring. Because that's all she knows how to do: collect evidence, deflect blame, and play the victim. Robin's breathing grows rapid. "I'm not doing this. I'm not the villain here. I came to help. To help." Logan's voice echoes sharply. "How does sneaking in and recording us help anything?" Robin looks around, tears spilling. "Because you all hate us. You hate me. I didn't know what to expect, what accusations you'd make." At the word accusations, the hallway changes. Suspicion rises. Fear joins anger. The kind of emotional storm that destroys families. Savannah, still clutching Garrison's letter, wipes her face. Robin, this wasn't about you. It's always about me. Robin cries. Everything is always twisted to make me look like the villain. Kody snaps. Robin stops speaking, but she's spiraling now. I didn't come to hurt anyone. I thought maybe Garrison wrote something about me or us, and I needed to know. Silence slams through the hallway. She said too much. Christine narrows her eyes. Why would you think Garrison wrote about you? Robin's breath catches eye. I didn't mean he was angry. He didn't like me. No. Janelle cuts in sharply. He didn't dislike you. He disliked the choices you made. Robin opens her mouth, but Janelle steps closer, holding the envelope protectively. And if he did write anything about you, that was between this family, not you. Sneaking videos for whatever legal mess you and Kody are preparing, Christine adds coldly, or whatever narrative you two are building for TLC. That hits Robin harder than anything else. Her shoulders slump. It wasn't like that, she whispers. But no one believes her, not even Kody. He rubs his face. Robin, why would you do something like this? Why record something so private? Robin's eyes flash with a mix of panic and betrayal. Because I've spent years being blamed for things that weren't my fault. Years being screamed at. Years defending you. Defending us. And I'm tired of the truth being twisted. No one twisted the truth. Christine fires back. You manipulated it. Robin breaks into harder sobs, mascara streaking down her face. She looks to Kody for help, but for the first time, he does nothing. He doesn't step forward, doesn't shield her. He simply closes his eyes and looks defeated. She sees a tan something inside her shatters. She turns to Janelle, voice small. Just give me the envelope. If there's anything about my kids Garrison wrote, anything I deserve to know. Janelle stiffens, as if slapped. No, she says quietly but powerfully. You don't get to ask for that. Robin trembles. Why? Why don't I deserve to know? Janelle steps forward until Robin flinches. Because you didn't love Garrison like a mother. You didn't defend him when it mattered. You didn't protect him when he asked for space. You didn't ring him on his birthday. You didn't comfort him when he begged his father to notice him. You weren't there? Robin collapses, sobbing. Kody tries to speak, but fails. For once he is forced to sit in silence while the consequences of his choices spread like cracks in a floorboard. The family is no longer divided. For the first time, they stand united and Kody is on the outside. Savannah steps forward, tears streaming but resolute. Ma'am, open it. Janelle's hands shake as she holds the envelope. Christine touches her arm gently. We're here. All of us. Everyone nods except Kody, who stands at a distance, terrified of what the envelope might reveal. Janelle finally inhales and begins tearing the seal. But before she can open it, Robin gasps. Wait. Everyone freezes as she trembles violently. You can't open that knot until you hear what I have to say. Christine snaps. Robin, what could possibly matter more than Garrison's last words? Robin's lip quivers. Because the envelope, it might mention something Kody told me to hide. Every head whips towards Kody. He stumbles back. Robin, what are you doing? But she's too far gone. I'm sorry. I can't carry it anymore. Kody lunges towards her, but Logan and Michael T block him. Hide what? Christine demands. Robin shakes her head. Kody, I can't keep lying. Janelle stands, voice icy. Lying about what? Robin wipes her tears, staring at the envelope, at Savannah, at Janelle. There was another letter. The hallway erupts. Christine gasps. Logan freezes. Truly covers her mouth. Michael T clutches her stomach. Janelle stares in horror. What letter? A second letter. For all of you. But Kody told me to hide it. Kody roars, Robin. But Logan and Michael T hold him back. The hallway explodes into shouting. Children cry. Adults yell. Robin collapses. I didn't want to hide it. I didn't know what to do. Where is it? Janelle demands. Robin points to her purse near the door. Christine runs, rips it open, and dumps it. A thick yellow envelope with Garrison's handwriting falls out. Everyone freezes. Kody sinks to his knees. Please don't read it. Christine picks up the envelope, trembling. She begins to open it when Kody screams, "Stop. You don't understand what's in there." Christine looks at him. "What don't we understand?" Kody shakes, terrified. "It doesn't just expose me. It exposes all of us." Then Robin's phone lights up on the floor. Recording saved. Backup uploaded. The tension snaps like wire. "Pick up that phone," Kody whispers. "Delete it." No one moves. Christine steps forward, picks up the phone, taps the notification. "Robin," she says coldly, "you recorded everything." She presses play. Their voices fill the hall with the pain, the shouting, the truth. Savannah sobs, "Turn it off." Christine pauses it. Logan steps forward. "Does this upload automatically?" Robin nods. "Yes." "To the cloud." "Who has access?" Robin freezes. "The kids," Kody mutters. Christine looks at Robin. "You never think. You treat everything like a weapon." Robin sobs harder. "I just didn't want the story twisted." Christine's voice rises. "So you recorded Garrison's last words because you were worried how you'd look." Robin looks devastated. Janelle steps forward, broken. "Enough. This is about my son." The hallway quiets. She holds both envelopes. "Kody said the second letter exposes all of us." "That means he read it." Gasps erupt Kody. He shakes his head. "I skimmed it. I didn't read everything." "You hid it," Logan says. "You stole it." Kody roars, "I was trying to protect us." "You protected yourself," Christine fires back. Janelle asks, "Protect us from what?" Kody backs up. "Please. If you open it, you'll regret it." "Why?" Savannah cries. Kody's voice drops. "It's about something I did. Something I told Garrison. Something I told all of you years ago. Something I thought no one would find out." Christine's heart pounds. "What did you do?" Kody shakes. "It wasn't supposed to matter anymore." Then the door creaks. Someone stands there, Gabe. His voice is cold, broken. "I know what Dad did." The room freezes. "Garrison told me," Gabe says, stepping forward. "Dad told him he regretted adopting us." The air vanishes. Robin gasps. Christine grabs her mouth. Logan punches the wall. Janelle collapses. "Please tell me that's not true," she whispers. Gabe cries. "I wish it wasn't." Kody shakes. "I didn't mean it." "How do you accidentally say that?" Christine screams. Gabe continues. "Dad said he only adopted us for Robin, and that he paid the price for it. Garrison asked him, 'Do you regret being my dad?' And Dad said, 'I regret a lot of things.'" The family collapses into sobs. Janelle falls to her knees. Christine holds her. Savannah screams. "He wouldn't." But Gabe whispers, "He wrote it all in that letter. That's why Dad hid it." Christine opens the letter. It reveals everything: Kody's confession, Garrison's pain, his forgiveness, his plea for the family to stay together. By the end, everyone is broken. Kody sobs. "I didn't mean it." Christine replies softly, "You said it." Suddenly, a knock at the door. Hard, authoritative Flagstaff Police Department. "Open the door." Everyone freezes. Christine opens the door. Two officers step inside. "We received a call regarding minors and a domestic disturbance." One says. Robin cries, "I didn't call anyone." Christine realizes the truth. Only one person outside the home had access to the recording. Christine realizes the truth. Only one person outside the home had access to the recording. Savannah covers her face and sobs harder than she has cried in years. Kody lunges forward. No, that's not true. I never said she's lying. Garrison lied." Gabe grabs him by the shirt and slams him against the wall. "Don't you ever speak about him like that again." The officers rush forward, one grabbing Gabe, the other stepping between them. Enough. Christine pulls Savannah into her arms as the girl collapses in grief. Janelle can barely breathe. Her voice shakes uncontrollably. "He said," she reads, voice cracking, "that Robin's kids needed the money more because they're the ones who stuck with him." Robin screams. Garrison Lead. He lied. He lied. But no one believes her, not even the officers. A chilling quiet fills the hallway. Janelle lowers the letter slowly. Her voice is barely above a whisper. Why, Kody? Kody shakes violently. I didn't. But he can't finish because, at that exact moment, the male officer's radio crackles. A dispatcher's voice comes through. Dispatch to Unit 312. Returning to the Brown residence, there is a second report. Caller says there's more. Check the shed in the backyard. Christine's eyes widen. Janelle's breath stops. Gabe stiffens. Kody's face drains of all color, and the officer turns toward the backyard. What's in the shed, Mr. Brown? Kody whispers. Don't open it. The officer's question hangs in the air like a blade suspended over all of them. What's in the shed, Mr. Brown? Kody's chest heaves. His hands shake violently. He wipes sweat from his forehead, and his eyes dart from the window to the backyard. It's the family staring at him like they're seeing a stranger. His voice cracks. Don't open it. Janelle clutches Savannah tighter. Christine stiffens. Gab's face darkens with rage. Robin collapses deeper into the floor. Kody, what did you do? The male officer straightens. Sir, if there's anything hidden on the property that could relate to the anonymous call, we need to see it. Christine swallows hard. Anonymous. Someone else called. The officer nods. Yes, a second caller. They said, quote, if you want the truth, check the shed. Everyone turns to Kody. His entire body trembles as he whispers. I told them not to. Christine steps forward, voice trembling. Not to what? Not to tell the truth. Kody opens his mouth, but no sound comes out. This is no longer the confident, loud, commanding man who controlled for households for decades. This is someone cornered, hunted, terrified. Gabe steps closer. Dad, what's in there? Kody shakes his head violently. It's nothing. It's private. It's not dangerous. It's just stuff. What kind of stuff? Christine presses, but Kody doesn't answer. He can't. Robin crawls toward him, clutching his sleeve. Kody, tell them, please. You're scaring me. He closes his eyes tight, like he's bracing for an explosion. Don't make me open it, he whispers. The fear in Kody's voice is the kind that comes only from someone who knows they've been caught, and the audience can feel it. The officers exchange a look. Sir, the female officer says firmly, we are going to check the shed. Kody grabs her arm instinctively. No, wait, please. The male officer immediately steps between them. Hands off the officer. Kody stumbles backward, shaking. Please, please. You don't understand. But no one is listening anymore. Christine looks at Janelle. Janelle looks at Gabe. The kids gather closer, terrified but unable to look away. The officers move toward the back door. Christine walks behind them, whispering to Janelle. Stay with the kids. No. Janelle says through tears. I'm going to. Gabe steps forward. Me too. Even truly clinging to Christine's sleeve, refuses to stay behind. The family, broken, shaking, terrified, moves as a unit into the backyard. Every step feels like walking toward a grave. The cold wind rattles the trees. Janelle wipes her face, but more tears come instantly. Savannah clutches her arm. Loyalty exhales in sharp, terrified bursts. Logan stays close, scanning everything like he's ready to protect at all costs. They reach the shed. The metal door is locked with an old rusted padlock. The officers turn to Kody. Sir, the male officer says, we need the key. Kody stands on the deck, shaking. Don't make me. Christine takes a step toward him. The key, Kody. He pulls something from his pocket, a small silver key, and stares at it like it's poison. He doesn't walk forward. He throws it. The key hits the grass and lands halfway between him and the shed. The male officer retrieves it. He approaches the padlock. Kody screams from the deck, Don't open that door. Please, please don't. But the officer fits the key into the lock, turns it. The padlock snaps open with a metallic echo that sends shivers down everyone's spines. He pulls the shed door. It cacks loudly, painfully, like something inside doesn't want to be seen. The smell hits them first. Old paper, dust, metal, something else underneath. Something like decay, but not of a body of memories. The female officer steps inside with a flashlight. The beam cuts through the darkness. It lands on a stack of boxes labeled in Kody's handwriting. Janelle's receipts. Christine's papers. Mary property files. Mary legal. Janelle tax. Christine will. Kids trusts adoption docs. Coyote pass originals. Christine gasps so loudly it echoes off the metal walls. Kody, oh my God, what is all this? The male officer moves deeper inside and pulls a tarp off a second stack. More boxes, more labels. 2020 Draft Trust. Replace names. 2021 Property Distribution Plan. Flagstaff House Ownership Edits. Personal notes. Wives, Janelle covers her mouth. She looks like she's about to faint. Gabe grabs the edge of the shed doorway, knuckles white. Dad, he whispers. You kept all this? Robin stumbles forward, eyes wide, whispering, No, Kody. Tell them these are old. Tell them you didn't. But it's too late. The officers pull out the top box labeled Coyote Pass Originals. Christine nearly collapses. That's where they were, she whispers. All this time, that's where they were. The officers open the box. Inside are documents Christine hasn't seen in years. The original surveys, land appraisal sheets, blueprints, property transfer options. Notes written in Kody's handwriting. Like they don't need this much. Move section. Janelle won't check. Mary doesn't understand the paperwork. Keep Robin separate. They'll agree if I explain enough. Janelle lets out a sound between a sob and a scream. Christine begins trembling aggressively. You manipulated everything. You changed documents. You hid them. You lied to all of us. Kody, still standing on the deck, covers his head with both hands. I was trying to fix it. He screams. I was trying to balance everything. You don't understand. I had to. You had to what? Christine screams back. Control us. Janelle's tears fall like rain. Why, Kody? Why would you do this? He shakes his head violently. Because if I didn't make decisions, we would have fallen apart. Gabe laughs, but it's a broken laugh. The kind that comes right before someone shatters completely. We did fall apart because of you. This is the retention spike moment when years of manipulation are laid bare in one devastating reveal. The officers keep examining the shed. The female officer pulls out a file from another box. Her eyes widen. Ma'am, she says to Christine, you may want to see this. Christine steps forward. The officer hands her a file labeled Custody Strategy Kids After 2023. Christine's entire body stiffens. What is this? She opens the file. Her breath stops. Inside are printed screenshots of text. Text from Kody to a hidden number. And the texts say, after the fallout, I'll petition for custody adjustments. They'll be easier to manage when they rely on me. They won't see it coming. I can push the courts for visitation leverage. The girls are emotional, easy to sway. Gabe is too angry. Need a different approach. Robin agrees. They'll eventually understand. I know best. Christine nearly drops the folder. She stumbles backward, hand covering her mouth, sobbing so hard it sounds like she's choking. No, Kody, you. How could you? How could you plan this? Robin screams through tears. I didn't know about those. I swear. But Christine is beyond listening. Gabe punches the side of the shed so hard his knuckles split. You were planning to control us legally after everything. After Garrison, the officers step between him and the wall. The female officer turns toward Kody. Sir, this is serious. Kody collapses onto the deck. His knees hit the wood so hard it echoes. He sobs into his hands. I didn't mean it. I was angry. I didn't think. I was trying to fix everything. No, Janelle says softly. You were trying to own everything. That stops him cold. He looks up, eyes red, face wet, expression broken. Stops him cold. He looks up, eyes red, face wet, expression broken.